I guess on my hair, she look alright. And with that actually sitting there like this creams, and I had to have them, sis. All 5 of them. Here, I just had, we're gonna discontinue it, but I had to pick up their book of shadows, honey. Color grade makes cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Wow, so serious. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Torrence here, and I know I've been gone for a minute. Baby, when I tell you, I think today makes either day 16 or 17, but I'm working about 20 days in a row before I get 2 days off. It's really looking like we're gonna go on strike, honey, but we ready, we prepared. And so behind the scenes, I've been doing nothing but work. And today it's like, okay, we gotta haul some of this stuff because most of the stuff is gonna be Sydney Grace right here. You know, they had their Christmas and July sale, but I also did pick up the newest launch from blendbunny, and I'm like, you know what, let's go ahead and throw that in here. This is a completely different haul. If you all remember, I told you all I had a 3-part haul coming up. Parts 1 and 2 can be linked right here, but part 3 is still coming up. It's over there. It's just that that one is so much larger than what this is. I just wanted to make sure I checked in, let you all know I'm doing okay. It's just that, baby, I'm tired. That's what it is. I just been working and it has not been time to stop and do a lot of things. I haven't even really been wearing makeup. I did wear some concealer lately because I had a zit right here in the middle of my forehead, honey. You talk about highly upset. So I was wearing that, but other than that, I really haven't been caring much. I just been sore, tired. My birthday is coming up on the 7th. You all know I have a giveaway coming up for that. In that part 3 haul, I'm going to show one of the giveaway gifts that is going to be a part of that giveaway. But, Torrence, you don't want this video to be forever because I want to try to get this edited and up for Thursday. Today is Tuesday the 22nd. I woke up early today to make sure I can get this going, and I thought I was going to be tired, but honestly, I'm surprised I'm not. So, because it's just 2 items, we're going to start off with the blendbunny set. And I got this because lately I've been enjoying, you all know I've been loving Dion's channel. You all can check out that collab that we did right here. But another woman's channel that I've really been enjoying is Jamila's. I love her channel. She does amazing swatches. And honestly, I think I used the code from her for both of these, or at least I was inspired by her to go get these. Because one, I knew she was going to give us swatches of this. And this is the new blendbunny Forget Me Not palette. I have not opened this yet, so it could be damaged and broken and I have no clue. I just got this either yesterday or the day before. This is what the box looks like. Let's bring this closer. Looks like a pink marble there. And this is a 16 pan palette. I'm looking at the shades on the back. Looks like we have 12 mattes, 4 shimmers, and it's called a Versatile Eye and Face palette. Now, if y'all know me, you already know. This is going to be an eyeshadow palette for me, honey. I'm not going to put this with my face palettes because then it's going to be the only one that's not with all the rest of the blendbunny palettes, and we ain't going to be doing that. Palette looks just like the box. The thing is with this one, instead of all their other ones, which open straight up, this one opens like a book. Ooh. Oh, and we got a mirror, our very first mirror. So I don't want to try to blind you all, but I want to see if there's a way I can get a view of this mirror for you guys. Okay, you can see that's what the mirror looks like. But I want to try to show you all the palette without blinding you because I know this ring light is not going to be friendly with it. This is what the palette looks like. 16 shades. They say you can use this as bronzer, as contour, as eyeshadow, as highlighters. Some people have even been using it as blushes. And I'm sitting back looking like, for me personally, I definitely can see some bronzer and contour shades going on. They all can easily be used on the eye. If I had to choose for myself, more than likely, if I was going to do a blush, I would probably mix a Moment with either Picture Perfect or Unforgettable on top just to help warm things up. But highlighters, more than likely Cheers, maybe even a tiny bit of Magical in there. Butterflies, I would have to be doing a pink look for that. I would probably never use Memories because that's silver. But the colors honestly look deeper than I thought they would, these highlighters. Because them swatches, I ain't gonna lie. Online, I was looking at them like, baby, those all look the same. Right here in person, you can definitely see the color difference, which is a big sigh, like, whew, good sigh of relief. But so far, I've never had a bad Blend Bunny palette. And looking at this, it's like, she looked promising. But like I said, considering for me, knowing that I'm going to more than likely use this just as an eye palette, I probably would have preferred smaller pans, so it'd be a smaller palette or more shades. But look like it's going to be gorgeous. Did I just gouge that? Probably. Let me go ahead and close that before I cause any more damage. What I also picked up with that was the brush. I was about to say brush. The brush. Why can't I say that? The brush set. Baby, that still didn't sound right. But we're going to go ahead and keep that in there because it's early in the morning. I am headed to work, y'all. So, they have this. It look like a 5-piece brush set. It came in this, it feels sort of like a silicone container. It has this zipper here on the side so you can keep them together. So far, I think I do have all the brushes that they've come out with. And I think I also got backups of all of them except that face one and the eyeliner brush. What I wanted to do was see if I liked these first to see if I wanted to get a backup set, but the main reason I got it was for this big bad baby here. This one, do they have names on it? Doesn't look like they have names engraved on the brush, but who cares? Y'all know I love me a big, fat, fluffy brush. And when I seen this, I said, oh baby, I got to have it. I have got to have it. And look at the shape of that from the end. Baby, she looked like you could potentially use her for face powder. You could probably go in and use her for contour. She would be dense, so you'll probably want to go in with a very light coverage blush, but she could probably go in and be used as blush. I don't know. I might have to wait to see it, but she feels soft. Okay, okay. She's cute. This was the main brush I wanted, and so far I'm looking at it like, yeah. After we test her out and see what she works best for, we might have to go ahead and just get us a second one, but I might wait till they go on sale to get a second one, but I didn't want to risk this selling out. One of the other brushes that looks really promising and different is this brush here. Just double checking to see if there's a name on them there. There isn't, but this looks like an angled eye brush. Baby, get into her. She is beautiful, and look at the edge on that. And it also, all the brushes has this logo for Blend Bunny stamped on it. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get that in camera for you all. But this looks like if you love doing outer V work or you like to place your eyeshadow in a very specific spot, I want to see if I can lift this mirror right here. You'll be able to go in and just stamp that color right there for the outer V. Take it, put it in the crease, and then get you a blending brush, buff out those edges. Yes, yes. And then for me, I'll probably love this for concealer because this look like this will go right around the nose. This look like this might contour. Yeah. Cream contour. Yeah. I think this is going to be another beautiful brush. I don't think these brushes are offered individually, but I just had to have them. Ain't no point in lying. My birthday coming up on the 7th. I'm like, I'm not denying myself nothing. Because if we have to go on strike, I ain't going to be able to pick up absolutely nothing. So we're going to get everything we can now. The next three look like typical eye brushes. This first one looks like a nice, I'm going to say small to medium blender brush. Just nice and round. To have an eye set without a blending brush, baby, would be a sin because who doesn't like to buff out a nice transition and crease shade? Because, baby. And this looks like it's a little smaller than what I would, personally prefer because I have really large features. But this definitely would get the job done because I'm looking at it like that fits perfectly in the crease. I just tend to prefer something larger for my transition. We also have what looks like a flat shader brush, maybe even a concealer brush, depending on how you would use yours. I tend to prefer to use brushes like this for metallic shades. On the lid, this looks like this would make a beautiful shader brush. She's nice and firm, so you definitely could use her for concealer too. Okay, yeah. I've heard, whose video did I watch? Karen Harris's video. I know she said she really absolutely loves this brush. So I'm like, okay, we're going to see about that. This last one, I'm going to call this an angled liner brush because that's probably what most people would use her for. The thing is, y'all know, I don't do angle or wing liner too often. So what I absolutely love these kind of brushes for is like cleaning up the lipstick around your, clean up the edges of your lipstick with concealer. Because this brush is so small and so flat, you can create a crisp, sharp line to do that. Or if I'm just, like when I had that zip right here, I used an angle liner brush just to go ahead, tap, tap, tap that concealer on, buff out the edges, keep it moving. Because I knew, I'm like, baby, you got this brush over here, you never used it. You don't want to keep traveling with a different brush. So I did that. And baby, what I might use this for, if I use these brushes with this palette, more than likely, this will probably be used as a brow brush. Because you can create small strokes. You could also use it to clean up with the concealer behind it. So that's probably what I'll be using it for. Because, like I said, wing liner is real beautiful. I think when other people wear it, it's nice. But I just personally find when I wear wing liner, it grabs my attention so harshly that I don't see anything else that I did. I don't pay attention to the foundation, the blush, the lipstick, nothing. All I see is that wing liner. And I'm like, we put too much energy into this whole look for you to come in and just try to be Diana Ross. We're not doing that. But, and I love me some Diana, but baby, the whole face is a star, not just that. Let me just get this going. I want to put this back because at first I was going to put these back in the plastic sleeves, but I'm like, screw that. We can put it back in this container here. I want to put that brush guard on there, and these little plastic pieces can get tossed to the side, just so I know they're not in leather. And because I know we're going to keep all of this, baby, we're not returning nothing. These can go in the trash as well. And I know I used code Jamila when I purchased this set. I even tagged her online to let her know, baby, we waiting for that video. We're going to be on it. And I also decided to I tried my best to pick up Tracy during the sydneygrace Christmas in July sale. You all know Jamila brags about the shade Tracy all the time with their lip creams, and I had never tried their lip cream formula, so I'm like, you know what? If we can get it, we're not going to be mad. But unfortunately, it dropped, it sold out, and I'm not going to lie to you all. My heart wasn't broken because I didn't get that shade. I just really wanted to make sure they knew, hey, baby, we support Jamila. We trying to get them sales up. We need y'all to know. Y'all brought it back because of her, baby. It's going to sell out. But because other people who truly wanted it, got it, and it sold out, I wasn't mad. What I did was I still wanted to try the formula because she brags about it so much that I got a shade that I really, really wanted. I'm like, if you would have just shown me all of the shades they offered and I never knew anything about Jamila bragging about Tracy, I would have never picked up a mauve lip color. So the color I did get that I did want off rip was this shade here. I think it's pronounced Christiana. And this is much more of a nude shade, which is something I would wear more often. I like shades that I can either put on straight up or something that I can put on, what am I gonna say, with a lip liner. And mauve shades to me on the lips just sort of look like a bruise on my complexion to me. So it's something I tend not to do. If you also check, I tend not to even do mauve eye tones, not too often unless a brand comes out with a specific mauve palette. But I got to try, well, I have the shade Christiana, which is the shade that I thought was the most flattering for myself. So I still get to try out the formula, and I'm quite sure Tracy will be restocked. So eventually I may get it if I love the formula, but I just wanted to grab one. I didn't want to grab a bunch just in case I didn't like it or have an allergic reaction or anything. But component look beautiful. The color look beautiful. I can't wait to try them out because y'all know I'm a lippy person. Even if I don't wear makeup, I am wearing a gloss or something every day. On Wednesdays, I usually wear my red lipstick. But I picked up a couple of items when it comes to those eyeshadows, baby. I had to stock up. You can't tell me half off or spend this much, get this free, and I not jump on it. So I don't even know which one I want to open first. I guess we're just going to start with this top one just because it's right here. What they all come back in is the bubble wrap with the sticker on it. So I did not want to take these out to just prove to you all. I have been waiting to open all of this, so I don't know if anything's damaged, anything's missing, or anything. I'm just going to go through and we're going to grab it. Okay, what we first have is a Sydney Grace Christmas in July sticker. You know I love when brands send stickers. I have collected every one that Melt Cosmetics has sent me. I've been supporting that brand since their very first launch, and now that Sydney Grace has one, just going in my drawer up with my Sydney Grace eyeshadows. I keep my stuff stored in drawers, so you know Sydney Grace got their own drawer. This has 2 single shades here. Did I purchase 2 single shades? I don't recall doing so these might be a free gift, but I'm not going to be upset with it. This first one looks like a shimmery purple shade. Let's go ahead and pull her out and see what she's talking about. This shade is called Plum Power. Okay. Baby, yeah, I don't recall purchasing this, but here she go. We're going to take her. This is what she looks like. Looks like a metallic purple shade. Okay, Plum Power come through. And this next shade, she looks much more neutral. So we got one colorful shade, one neutral shade. They both appear to have an 18-month shelf life on the back, which y'all know I'm going to keep it longer than that. Also, we can do a whole eye look. This is a neutral matte. This is called Voila. Yep, and it says it's a matte 1.8 grams on the back. So we have a nice neutral matte brown that we can use. And this in the crease, transition. Pop that on the lid. You got a free eye look from Sydney Grace. So thank you, Sydney Grace, for the free gift, baby. I don't know if that was you spent a certain amount or if y'all just threw that in for extra or what, but baby, I don't remember picking up either of those 2 shades, so we are grateful for them. So now we can add this to our Sydney Grace palette because you know I got a bunch of singles from them. What else do we have? Oh, the one thing I did get, because I try my best to collect all the Sydney Grace collabs. You all know I love makeup, I love eyeshadow palettes, I love collabs just because it shows that we want to support the brand and the influencer, because we need more influencer collabs, honey, out here. Especially, everybody can't have 10 million followers, honey. I'm just sorry. Some of us with the smaller followings got talent, and you know we got love and support too. And so I wanted to get this. This is, I'm gonna be honest, this is the Blessed palette with Sydney Grace and Glitzy Fritzy. Not gonna lie, I had no clue who Glitzy Fritzy was before this came. But y'all know the name of the palette is Blessed, so that's what made me want to get it. Because you know I even got me a cheap fan over here, and one of them say Blessed. Which one is it? Do I have it with me right here? I know it's over here because I have a Blessed fan, and y'all know I keep that bad boy. Is this the one? Nah, she ain't the one, but it's down here somewhere. I'll find it and come back at the end of the video. And now I'm upset because I can't find it. I'm like, where's my fan? Y'all done got me. Here she go. Blessed, baby. So, once I seen this, I was like, oh yeah. I got to have it. And look at that. Look at the color scheme of those two together, honey. So you know I'm going to be using this fan if I ever do a tutorial for this palette. Baby, let me put this one back up. Because I'm like, I know my Blessed fan better not be gone. And so, let's go ahead and show you. This comes with a sleeve. It says it has an 18-month shelf life, and I did get the deep version. I believe with all the palettes that I do have here, if they offered a light and a deep version, I picked up the deeper one just because I tend to like darker, more jewel tone colors. And I figured that's what will offer that for me. And let me pull this back just so I can show you all this here. That way I don't have to risk holding up the palette like that. And on the inside, this palette has 15 shades. Okay, we have 2, 4, 6, I'm gonna say 7 mattes and 8 metallics. And this is the color story here. So there is a light and a dark version. So it looks like all of the mattes in this palette are neutral. The most, we're gonna go quote unquote colorful matte would be this shade here a little bit, but she's much more of a mauve, so I still consider that a neutral shade. And I just wanted to make sure that I got this to support the, what's the names? The collabs, to support Sydney Grace. And the fact that most of these colorful shades are green or purple. Y'all know greens is my favorites. Behind that is neutral, so this palette really speaks to me. I'm like, yes ma'am. I probably wouldn't have added that pink color shade Sugar Tiger or this here, because y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of mauves, but this is still a beautiful palette. I wanted to make sure I had it. I wanted to make sure I added more things to my Sydney Grace collection. So we got that one first, and we're just gonna slide this over to the side. Maybe I should have tied this hair up, but I told y'all it's early and we headed to work after this. So I'm just want to make sure I check my clock so we don't run out of time. This is the next one here. I'm gonna peel this one off. And this is the Summer Days palette. I know I was able to purchase things when they still had a clearance rack during the sale, and even some of those was half off. So I was like, you could pass me some of that, honey. Yes, ma'am, I need that. And this packaging is beautiful. Y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of orange eyeshadow, but look at that. She is nice and shimmery, and she doesn't feel textured. It just looks like it may have been glitter put down first and then a layer put on top of it. So you literally do not feel any grit at all. So it gives you all the sparkle of glitter without actually having to worry about anything rubbing off. And I think this is a 9-pan neutral palette. Yes, ma'am. And honestly, I wish I would have picked up the light version too, because get into this here. You talk about, that was not, that's literally my shoe right here. I'm like, I don't know if that sounded like I passed gas, like I did this. Okay, I just wanted y'all to understand, because I'm like, baby, that sounded like a pass gas. That's my crock that I stepped on to lean forward. Okay, this is what Summer Days looks like. Let me get this in the camera for you all. Tell me she is not a beautiful. I think she was only like $8. So either I paid $8 because that was the half off price, or she was $8 on the clearance rack and then I got her for half price for $4. But I'm like, this is absolutely beautiful. The range on this thing here, look at those shimmers. You got a yellow gold, you got a reddy tone, you got a warm shade, you got something that looks much more neutral here. It's like, baby, I'm upset that I did not grab the light version, but I was shopping on a budget. I was trying to grab so many different things that I'm like, Torrence, you can't get it all. Grab what you can, be grateful for that, feel blessed for what you can get, and keep it moving. So I did get all the deep versions and just said I'm gonna skip the light versions, but I'm sort of hurt on that. We're gonna try to get this next one going too, because we're going to make sure we do not get anything off camera. This next one here, does it have a name? We'll find out when we get her open. This one is called the Where the Wild Things Grow. Okay, Where the Wild Things Grow. Makes me think of wild plants and stuff, like wild cactus and stuff like that. Okay, this sleeve is a little tighter, but she comes off. Once again, this is the deep version. This is what the cover looks like for Where the Wild Things Grow. It looks like a watercolor painting. And I honestly don't remember what this color story looks like. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay, she's cute. I'm glad I picked this one up too. So this is much more of a warm neutral and colorful. So you see the neutrals in here have much more of an orangey tone to them, but you still got those pops of green and purple that you know I love, sis. Let me see if we can get this caught up in there. Like, honey, get them a good view of that. So with this palette, I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. They are all neutral. You see these top two have a much more colorful tone to them. These, you know, are warm neutrals, but you only have one shimmery neutral. You got 2 greens and a purple. So this is probably for those days where I'm trying to have a little more fun, want a little more color. And it's beautiful how it seems like so far almost all 3 of these palettes can be mixed together to create brand new color stories. I'm loving it, baby. I got so many more new shades from Sydney Grace. I love the fact that their pans are all magnetic and can be depotted. So if I just want one shade from this palette, one shade from this one to create a whole new color story, I can do so. And just to make sure we don't get caught up and my camera don't shut off, I'm gonna go ahead, stop it, restart it, and then we can go through the rest of these palettes. Be right back. Okay, we got her going again, and I got 4 more bundles to go through. So this next one is an individual palette. I knew I wanted this one. Just seeing those XOs over it, I know this is the Be Mine palette. Hey, look at her. I think the Be Mine might have been another palette that was this on clearance? It was half off either way, but I think this might have been one of those that was on clearance as well, because I don't remember this being one of their newest palettes. This is what the box looks like. Just nice and simple, but so colorful, so pretty. And what she looked like on the inside. My black is cracked, but it's just a little bit, and I think we could still save it. So this palette was dropped. Let me try to get this over to the side. Okay, so I want to show you all, and I might have eyeshadow on my, well, I do. I ain't no point in saying I might. Look at this color story. Absolutely beautiful. I am not the biggest fan of rosy and mauve tone shades, but I believe this was already on the clearance rack and plus half off. I don't think I paid no more than $10 for this palette. So I was like, it might not be your favorite, but you can admit this is very beautiful. You saw that black shade is a little cracked. It looked like this shade right above it. Cupid might be knocked out of its pan. It looked like it's shifted up, so I might have to repress that down, but still. She beautiful. I don't care. I love it. She's gorgeous. This is sort of reminding me of the Melt Cosmetics Gemini 2 palette. That's what this is looking like. A larger version of that. And how many mattes do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes, 8 shimmers in this palette. So she looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to play with her. And I'm glad I did get the deeper version of this, because I'm sitting back like, Torrence, would you have wanted the lighter version? I think for the mattes, it would have been okay to have the lighter version, but I'm truly enjoying the richness and the deep, dark jewel tone colors in this. So I'm loving it. And you know what? Just because I can't hold off and wait, I got to press this shade Cupid back down into that pan, because I can look and tell that she want to move and fumble. So we might have to repress that later. So what I'm about to do is take this, wipe this down, and I'm going to be right back, because I do not want to have this black eyeshadow on my hand when I go grab the next shade. So I'm going to stop this and we'll be right back. Okay, you guys, we are back. I made sure I put everything away. Well, not away. I just cleaned that up and put it to the side. And we got 3 more bundles left right here. So we're going to go ahead, finish those up. This next one, I've been looking at swatches of both versions. This is, I think, their newest neutral palette. This is called Love's Journey. Baby, I know what to do. When I tell you, I picked up the deep version, but I am truly debating on picking up the light version, but it's on restock. I think I want to wait until it's actually coming back and we know what our next status is going to be at work. But look into this packaging here. Like, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've been watching swatches of this thing. I've been trying my hardest not to watch reviews because I want to have my own honest opinion. This one looks just fine. It doesn't look like she got smashed or anything, but tell me, somebody did not bring the artistic view when they did this color story here. Now, I understand she is nothing but a truly neutral palette, but look at the range and the colors, baby. Like, oh my goodness. It's like you got 3 different color stories going on. You got one that is extremely warm, one that's neutral, and one that is cool. Each row has what? 3 mattes and 2 metallics. So that's 9 to 6. You know I prefer a palette with more mattes, even though I live for a metallic shadow. Like, baby, no matter which way you feel like going, like I said, whether you want to go warm, neutral, or cool, you got it. And I'm looking at this because I'm like, Torrence, on me, I really think these are going to create some rather deep looks, which is what I prefer. But I think I'm truly going to get the light version because anytime I go on a date, anytime I go to work and have a meeting or anything, I love doing a very light neutral eye. And it gives me so many compliments. But I love a dark smoky black eye, which is why I had to have the deep version. But I think I really see myself pre-ordering that Love's Journey Light because their formula is immaculate. This color story is beautiful. And you all know I've been bragging for years about that. Which one? The Makeup Geek and the Nude palette. I love that palette. I always say, like, baby, if I ever get married, that's going to be the one. But this Love's Journey, just looking at that color story, she might be able to sneak up on them. So, these other 2, oh, another clearance set, baby. I know I got these. Actually, wait, I think one of them is on clearance. I didn't know if the other one is. But for this one, Coffee Talk, I've been wanting this palette for the longest. And every time I would get some money and go shopping, I always forgot to grab it. When they said it was being discontinued, I said, there's no way I can't. And I am so upset because I know for a fact I wanted the light and the dark version. And the light version sold out before I can get on the site. My feelings were hurt about this one, but I got the deep version, so we're gonna be blessed that we got the deep version. But look at this here. Look at this here. And with the latte trend going on right now, look at these. A coffee palette for the latte trend, honey. I wanted that light version so bad. This thing has 5 mattes, 4 metallics. I know I'm going to be able to come up with some beautiful, beautiful smoky eyes and some neutral eyes with this. This one here is like an extension for that Love's Journey palette, but I wanted that light version, and it's taking everything not to go online and buy it off somebody else. Because I know they're going to overcharge, and I know I got enough. So I'm trying to tell myself, Torrence, you don't need it. And I'm trying to say that I'm going to be satisfied with the light version of Love's Journey, where I know I got a brand new authentic palette, not something that's expired. But look at this here. She is gorgeous, and I'm trying to see. Espresso looks like a darkened brown instead of a black. So I'm not sure how she's showing off on camera, but this looks like she's going to be beautiful. And I'm just telling y'all, I'm going to keep bringing up the fact that I wanted that light version and could not get it. But she's gorgeous. I can't wait to use her. Not sure if I'm going to do a video on this one because I know this is now discontinued and you can't get it. So I'm not sure if I would just do a video on that one when there's so many other ones that they have that are still out. This one I got simply because she was green. Ain't no point in playing. If I'm going to grab some Sydney Grace eyeshadows, baby, I want the green ones. Green is my favorite. I don't care what brand makes them. If I'm going to test out your formula, I want to test out your neutrals and I want to test out your greens. So this one is called Mountain Trail. I believe this is also a 9-pan palette. I think this may have been the one 9-pan palette that I paid full price for. I'm not 100% sure, but with it being greens, who cares? That's how I look at it. Had to have her. Yes, ma'am. Look at this. We have 4 mattes, 5 metallics. Look at her. I have some more greens and some more neutral shades with some green undertones to them. This is my baby. I had to get it. I've been looking at this palette every time it was on the website. Never grabbed it because I'm like, Torrence, do you really need to add that to your collection? I'm quite sure you have shades like that. But at a 50% off sale, a few months before my birthday, I had to have it. I get to say, I can even add this with my Mel Thompson bundle. I can mix this with, which one was that? The Be Mine has some greens, the Bless has some greens. So it's like, baby, anytime I find out Sydney Grace got a green eyeshadow, I want to have it, whether it's in a single or a palette. So I truly do believe I paid full price for, not full price, paid the half price sale for it, because I don't think that was on clearance. But that didn't matter to me. I had to have it. But the palette I think everybody was after, besides this Love Journey. Most people, if you were after neutrals, you were after this. But if you like colorful shades, baby, you were after this big bad baby here. And it looks like she even has some free shadows in the sticker, so we're going to get into it. Because, baby, this is the one I had to have. This is the one where if you spent a certain amount, you got it for free. And it looks like we have the same sticker, so now I can actually use one and have one. So, yeah, these are the same stickers. So, it came with the same Christmas in July, so now I won't be afraid to use one. And this has 2 other free, okay, yeah, because I know, I'm like, I didn't pick these out. So, we have 2 more shades. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Remember, first we had a shimmery purple and a brown neutral. This one looks like a shimmery neutral, like a champagne-y gold color. Let's see what she is called and what she looks like. This one is called Bask, like basking in the sun. And this is called Bask Light. So I'm guessing there's a Bask Deep as well. So that might be something that I want to go pick up, is the deeper version if you have a light version of her. And she's just a nice neutral shade. And I might just create a quad with these just because they all look like they might work together. Call this my free quad, honey. And for the shimmer, this looks like something that has a nice slight purple undertone to it. She looks like a matte. It is called Heart and Soul. And she looks like a very light, she looks like a transition shade for a purple look, honey. Okay, so what I think I could do is just switch those two. I know they came with one another, but this matte with this shimmer, and then this matte with this shimmer, because these two are much more neutral. But they can all fit in a quad together, so okay, Torrence, that's what we gonna do. I gotta find me an empty quad that I got in my cabinet over here, and y'all know in the future I'll be able to post a picture of that. I might do that, just post a picture of these 4 shades in a quad to say guess what's coming in the haul later on, and tag Sydney Grace with these 4 shades. So we're gonna do that since we just said that on camera. So we're gonna put these to the side so we don't forget them. But the biggest, the best, the greatest part of the Sydney Grace haul, I think the one palette that me and all my friends were talking about we have to get, it didn't matter if it did not come. I think they were saying like spend $65 or $75 to get this palette free. That's all I had to hear, because baby, I would have paid that much for this color story. First, let's get into this packaging. Look at this, baby. She is called, look at this, honey. Quit trying to focus on everything. She's called Heaven on Earth. Look at that color story. Oh my goodness, honey. Soon as I seen it, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You talk about the indie brands just know how to bring the color, baby. They not scared to take it there like a lot of these big brands. And I got the deep version, but I might, this another one where I might have to go ahead and grab that light just because I know it's gonna have a color variation on it. Get into this, baby. Look at the color story. As somebody who loves greens and then love neutrals behind it, like, look at this grungy color story, baby. Get into her. Whether I got a meat network and I want to do something nice, soft, and professional, I got this top row. But if I want to take it there and I want to go over the top and I just want to be like Ninja Turtle green, I can do that. Whether I'm feeling like a peacock and I want to add a little blue to it, I got these shades down here to the bottom. Like, they just disrespectful and wrong for coming up with a color story like this. That is just so beautiful. She is gorgeous, and I know I'm gonna do a video with this because this palette is absolutely stunning. Like, this was the one item I wanted for sure. Like I said, if I had to pay full price for this and I was gonna get it, it would have been no problem. And I'm looking just to make sure everything is intact and everything is set and beautiful, because baby, okay, that's the pan. I'm like, it's just shifted. I'm like, honey, don't be cracked, don't be broke, but it don't matter because I'm a lover regardless. But I can't wait to play with this. I'm telling y'all off camera, I know for sure I'm going to have to play with that Coffee Talk palette just because I've been waiting on it for so long. But that Summer Days is really bringing it. And don't judge me if you found out I bought Heaven on Earth and Love's Journey Light, because the deep versions is just giving me life. And we got to hurry up, get all of this put back up because I am headed to work. Once again, this is Tuesday. Friday is my last day. This video should be up for you all by Thursday because I'm going to try to come home and edit it today. The thing is, I've been really trying to work and get things going with my sublimation, and I got a sublimation oven being delivered today. So if somehow I end up playing with that instead of editing this video, then I'm going to have to do everything Wednesday. But once again, once y'all see this pop up, y'all know, oh yeah, Torrence got to edit it. And I don't know why I'm saying that now, like y'all would even know that. Y'all probably not going to get this message till after y'all see this video. But that's going to be my warning signal. I'm going to post these. I'm going to tag Sydney Grace just to let them know they got something coming. And more than likely, I'm also wear my new Sydney Grace lip cream in my next tutorial just to see if I like this formula. It'll let me know, Torrence, do you want shades that's warmer or cooler? Do you want shades that are lighter or darker? I wanted something that was just neutral right there in the middle just to help me navigate where I wanted to go next with that. And I'm not playing. I'm going to put one of these stickers on my Sydney Grace makeup drawer before I leave. But all of this bubble wrap, we got to get this into this over here because I usually try to save the bubble wrap, especially for contest winners. I can get that wrapped up, individual items that I think are fragile, but these little sheets here, these are gonna make it to the trash can. And I just wanna say thank you all for being here, loving and supporting the channel. I know I have not been here uploading the way that I should. I'm trying to get all my thoughts together. The thing is, I'm trying to get that to change really soon. Once again, we might have to March. If we do have to March, my income is gonna truly drop down into the garbage. But I would definitely have a whole lot more free time where I would be able to upload for you all back on my normal 3 times a week. If we march and we get what we need, or if they just give us the contract we deserve, my income will go up and I'll have more free time because I won't have to work so many hours to get to the budget that I need to sustain my lifestyle. Honey, as an adult who enjoys makeup, I understand that makeup is a luxury and nobody's going to pay for it for me just because it's something that I want. I have to pay for my own necessities, things like that. And in order to have extra money to buy stuff like this, you got to work hard. So I need to get in there today and earn my keep. So, baby, I love y'all. I'm not wearing makeup today. I'm just going to head out. I think if I do anything, like I said, just this tiny little mark that's been left behind from that pimple that was there, I might take just a dab of concealer, a dab of powder, and be gone and not worry about it. But other than that, I love y'all. We ain't got nothing else to do. I'm glad that I finally got this stuff open because when I tell y'all, all of these palettes have just been sitting on the shelf or on the couch just to make sure I remember it's right there. It needs to be hauled. It needs to be open. But I do got that next haul coming. That should be the last haul before my birthday. And by then, I will also announce my next giveaway. Remember, that giveaway does have 2 winners. So it's going to be 2 identical prizes. You know, I just tried my best. And I ain't going to lie to y'all, honey. a baby been on a budget, so it's not as gonna be as big and as grand as I hoped it could be, because I did not want to put all that money into a giveaway, find out we on strike, and now I'm, you know, struggling the budget. We got to make sure bills and stuff stay paid, otherwise we can't bring this channel to you all. But I ain't gonna do nothing but keep talking, keep blabbing, and I want to get this off because I still got to do cleanup and I still got to get a cover photo for you all. So with nothing else, I hope you all remember to practice, continue to stay blessed, and until next time, goodbye, YouTube.